Well, hello there. And this is Auntie. And I am here to do a season 90 Day Fiance, season 2 fan wrap up show. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you very much. As you all know, this season has been like no other. And yesterday, I had the honor to share the screen or share the channel with John Yates, who is a Instagram influencer and covers 90 Day Fiance. And in that conversation yesterday, we talked about quite a few things that have been happening in um, that have been happening this season with 90 Day Fiance. It's been a very, very bumpy ride. There was a conversation and some dialogue that went on with John and I yesterday. And before I start opening up the phone lines, I wanted to number one let you all know that we will be having a call in, so you'll be able to call into the show. I don't know why my lipstick is looking like this. Excuse me. Uh, okay. We had an opportunity to um, talk about various things. And one of the things that I was talking about that I noticed in the comment section that a lot of you all were confused about some of the things that I had endured myself by two of the cast members. That article was on, came out on soapdirt.com, who covered the alleged doxing that was being done to your auntie. As a reviewer of this show, I try to find the truth in everything. And I have had some people on my show. I've interviewed some of the cast and some of their family members. As many of you all know, I had the opportunity to interview with Tanya and Tasha, who were going through some things with Eric, Tasha's dad, and Tanya's ex husband. And during two interviews with them, well, three, because I interviewed Tanya twice, um, there were some things that were said about Eric, and they were not so nice things. Those interviews I will put in the end notes for you so that you can go back and you can watch those for all of those people who are new to the channel. But Eric and Leida appeared to have been enraged by those interviews. And in a chat group on Instagram, began to plot allegedly against your auntie. And things began to spiral out of control very, very quickly. And it was like a World War 4, 5, 4, 5, 3, 6, 7, 1, that's two. Okay. It was just all over the place. And I found myself in the crossfire. And again, it was the first time I had ever been through it, but a lot of people were saying, I don't understand what is Auntie telling talking about. And so today I'm going to read that article to you all from Soap Dirt and just give you a little bit of what I went through, and then I'm going to open up the lines and we're going to talk about all the cast members that you all would like to discuss. So I'm going to pull that up real quick. Hi, everybody. Hope y'all had a great day today and that your day was smooth. Prayers out to all of those federal government workers who are currently furloughed. I'm praying that all your needs are met, um, and that you have plenty more to put in store. Okay. So let me put my glasses on so I can read this article. The article is dated January 6th, and the article says 90 Day Fiance Eric Rosenbrook and Liga Margareta troll and harass YouTuber. So this is basically the cover of that article. I'm sure some of you all seen it. Many of you all have seen it. Oh God, I can't get it to focus. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and read that article. Yes, this article is about me. And let's go. So, okay, let me open it all the way up because I didn't do that. So, 90 Day Fiance, Eric Rosenbrook, and Lita Margareta troll and harass YouTuber. 90 Day Fiance, Eric Rosenbrook, and Lita are reportedly harassing a YouTuber and have crossed a line. Did Eric and Lita try to get a YouTuber fan of the TLC show fired from her job? Lita and Eric have much more off camera drama than viewers see on television. A source that chats regularly with Eric and Lita online recently contacted Soap Dirt with some hot tea. Okay. The information included allegations of harassment, secret sketchy online groups, and cover ups. Popular 90 Day Fiance YouTuber Auntie's Advice seems to be the latest target of Eric and Lita's aggression. Auntie has to deal with some real world consequences for hosting a YouTube vlog on her favorite TV show. Many 90 Day Fiance fans are often critical of Eric and Lita. Most recently, the couple called out TLC. They claimed that the network and 90 Day Fiance ruined their reputation, yet they are reportedly trying to wreck someone else's life. If these harassment claims and leaks are true, it's pretty hypocritical. 90 Day Fiance, Eric and Lita plotting revenge? Question. Eric and Lita are admittedly one of the most talked about couples from 90 Day Fiance season 6, and not for good reason. Recently, YouTuber Auntie's Advice had her employer called in connection with her commentary on 90 Day Fiance episodes and cast. A source close to the 90 Day couple says they not only instigated the call to her workplace, but personally made the call themselves. It's one thing for reality show cast members to attract haters, but it's quite another for reality stars to make phone calls to the workplace of a YouTuber to try to get them fired for reviewing TLC's 90 Day Fiance. Though Eric did not come out and publicly condemn the hate directed at Auntie's Advice following his now deleted Instagram post, the leaked screenshot from Eric and Lita were sent Eric and Lita, we were sent tell a different story. So right after Christmas, right after New Year's, I saw a post, probably about 12:30 in the morning, that Eric had posted. Someone sent it to me because I'm not Instagram friends with Eric. So someone sent me a post. And on the post, this is the post that Eric posted, little post here. And he says, Lita and I would like to send a thank you out to all of our supporters. We love talking with you every day. That being said, please don't call Auntie's Advice job and threaten her. We cannot condone that action. If you want to call her show and have the debate with her about us, by all means have at it. But keep it civil and respectful. No point, no point in threatening anyone. We appreciate the support, but there are better ways to provide it. Now, when I saw that post about 12:30 in the morning, I was flabbergasted, okay? Because I'm thinking, what? So I'm looking at the post and I'm reading it from a perspective of, okay, Eric is implying that someone called my place of employment and that he's on my side and that he cares about me and that he wants people to have a debate with me on air when he just prior to that had gone out on Instagram and called me a parasite and has said all kinds of mean things about me. And now all of a sudden he gives a rat's ass about me. And when did my job get called? Who called my job? What job do I work? I mean, I've come out here many times and have told you all that I was an accountant, but I'm saying, okay, what? So I instantly, knowing that my job had not been called, I instantly copied it, took a snapshot of the post, put it on my page, and was like, look, damn it. This is a fake post. Nobody has called my job. I don't know where this is coming from. That opened up the complete floodgates to other things that just started being revealed. Like this, it was a nightmare. Okay, because this is right after New Year's. Really, it was New Year's. Okay, I'm out having the time of my life, trying to spend time with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Snoring in a hotel room, keeping her up all night. And it's like I've got to deal with this on top of that. And so I'm saying, well, who called my job? And so, at this point now, the DMs are starting because everybody is seeing it. All the influencers, people who are on Instagram, the people who are on my page and other, influencers page. And I'm saying, and there, so everybody's like, Auntie, what's going on? Auntie, are you okay? Auntie, what the fuck is this? And so I'm saying the same thing. And I'm saying, it's not true. Nobody has called my job to my knowledge. And so, I'm just like what's going on? And so now the investigation on your aunt from your auntie starts. Now I have to start investigating. Number one, did my job get called? Number two, if it did get called, what did the mofo say? Number three, if the mofo said something that was incriminating or bad or made up some lies or whatever, how the hell do I, combat this? How do I protect myself? And number four, why the fuck has this gotten to this level? So, and all of this is happening New Year's. After I already said, I don't want any part of this. I want to kind of change, the things that's going on. I don't really want to get involved anymore, even though I did want to get involved. You know what I'm saying? I just knew that I was through with the two of them because once he called me a parasite on Instagram and said the things that he said behind scenes to other, people in their DMs and et cetera, et cetera, I was through with him. And so, they have this group, okay? It's an online Instagram group. And in this Instagram group are people who are, basically talking trash all day. Who the hell has time to sit there and talk about BS all day? 90 Day Fiance fans who basically don't have a life. Okay. I mean, and that's just call it what it is. This group was comprised of individuals who I guess, I don't know why they, people get so attached to them, but they were people who felt like they were friends or people who felt like they could help or people who felt like they were somehow connected to them on this television show. And I'm not judging them because you are where you are. But when you are in an online group and your group is a hate group, basically, allegedly, in my opinion, and you're spewing out hate all day and you are trying to dox people and trying to release people's information and call people's jobs and get people fired, it's too much. Now, there have been many people who have written to TLC and they've written to this convention this alleged convention that Leida was supposed to, and they signed a petition against Leida to get her deported out of the country. I've never participated in that stuff, and I've so like I wasn't interested. I come out here and I do my reviews. I do what I do, and I'm not interested in trying to ruin that woman's life. I call it like I see it. I come out here on Sundays and we are entertained and we have fun and we laugh and we kiki and we do all of that. But by no means was my intention to ever try to ruin her life or Eric's life or to call their jobs or to do anything like that. And I'm thinking that everything we're doing, is above board until I find out about this online Instagram group. And I refer to it as a room. And so basically a leak. One of my supporters was basically in the room. And well, not one of my supporters, several of my supporters were in the room. And they began to feel guilty about things that were happening in the room and things that were being said about me. At the same time and in between time, things are being leaked to, various influencers, and one of those influencers was John Yates, who was on here yesterday. Now, I know that some people say, well, Auntie, you said you didn't know John Yates. At the beginning, I didn't. I didn't know who he was. I looked at some of the things that Tasha had when Tasha was here and she was on her show. She had mentioned that John Yates was the one that told her about um, Leida and Eric filing these charges, these alleged charges against her. And so that's when I became curious about, okay, well, let me see who this John Yates is. As a result of that, with all of us, posting and everything on Instagram, I became familiar with him and he became familiar with me. And we would, kind of, talk back and forth. John had been going through some things and some issues on Instagram, and he reached out to me. So John, and let me tell you what that was specifically. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to be very transparent and upfront with y'all about this. Okay, if all of y'all ready for it, let's go for this ride. So basically, John had done a broadcast with Rick, as he usually does. He does broadcasts with different people like Rachel and John and Danielle and Rick. And so he and Rick had been doing this broadcast. And he was, making fun of one of the influencers on Instagram. And so basically, when he was doing it, I thought that he was being mean spirited. I didn't think that the things that he and Ricky were saying were fair. I think that Ricky is just one grimy mofo. Until Eric and Leida, I think that he was the most hated person on 90 Day Fiance, but they have now taken that crown. And so when John did that, I went out on Instagram and I blasted John and basically told him I didn't like that, why are you saying things like that? You should not be making fun of, certain situations. So John and I kind of went back and forth because John is John and Auntie is Auntie. And so, we basically, was going for it out there. But because John and I respected one another, John was, reached out to me and was like, look, Auntie, I wish that you had said what you said in my DM. And in hindsight, being 2020, I should have said what I said to John in a private DM. But because I was so angry and I misunderstood what he was doing, I blasted him on Instagram, like in front of everybody, because I just felt like it was so inappropriate. But then when he reached out to me, you know, and we begin to talk like intelligent, reasonable people do. We both realized at that time, okay, we both were wrong in this situation. We apologized to each other, and we became we 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 apologized to each other, and we realized that we really liked each other and we really respected each other, and that there are certain boundaries that John and I would not cross again. If there's an issue that I have with John, or there's a John has an issue with me, then the two of us are going to talk about that with each other as human beings first, and then as people who respect one another and that care about one another. And so, we got past that and everything, and so there were some things that were going on with John, because a lot of people didn't forgive John for what he said. And as John said last night, I was one of those people who said, you know what, I forgive you. You made a mistake, and we all make mistakes. I make mistakes. I come out here and say all kinds of stuff sometimes, and I have to backtrack and pussy pop and eat a little bit of humble pie. I eat Natalie and Ashley. So who am I not to extend that same grace, that same mercy to John in his time of need? And we really became fast friends with one another. So basically, when these things were going on, with the leaks, and some of my subscribers coming to me and saying, hey, Auntie, I got myself caught up in the middle of something. And I'm like, what the hell you get yourself caught up into the middle of? For some of them, it was very hard for them to be honest and to tell me, I made a mistake. I'm in the middle of something, and your name is coming up. And I'm like, okay, well, how's my name coming up? Hold on for a second. And so I'm like, how is my name coming up? What's going on? Tell me what's going on. I was very furious at first. And I must say that I was very furious, because I'm thinking to myself, you are one of my subscribers. You're with me week after week. Some of them have, I ain't gonna go that far, but they have been faithful subscribers, but they got this stuff caught up because they felt like they could be a friend to this young lady. And one of the things that I would like to say to all of you, when you see these people on this television screen, they are not who you think they are. A lot of what goes on 90 Day Fiance, and other reality shows, a lot of it is scripted. And so the person that you see, you may think that you have a connection with them, but people are only going to show you a representation of who they are. And then the rest of it is up to a production company. And so you have to be careful when you start connecting and going into these people DMs and flirting with them and sending, pics and all of that kind of stuff, and doing GoFundMe's and just believing what you see, because you have to realize that you have to only um take it for what it is. It's entertainment for you. You may find someone out of the group that you can befriend, and they are genuinely who they appear to be on this television show. But at the end of the day, you have to realize that you don't know these mofos. These are not mofos that grew up in your neighborhood, that you went to school with, and all of that kind of stuff, and now they grown in their asses on television. These are total complete strangers. And so when they begin to come to me one by one and say, Auntie, I'm caught up in this trap. I'm seeing some things about you, and I'm scared, and I don't know, I don't know how to get out of it. And, Auntie, I want to share some stuff with you. And so me knowing that Eric had put this out there, not knowing whether or not he had called my job or he didn't call my job, I began to say, look, damn it, you gonna tell me what the hell going on in that room, in that live chat? Who up in that mofo? What they talking about and what they trying to do? Because bitch, this 2019, and we're not gonna play these games. Everything that I do is out here in the public for the whole world to see. I don't tweet and delete. And I very rarely take a video down. If I said it, I said it. Period. I can take ownership when I'm wrong. And so I'm saying, now you find yourself in a sticky situation, and you want to get clean because you dirty and you filthy. You're looking at me week after week and day after day, nonstop November, but your ass is in the damn room. So now you're going to have to spill some tea. Now you're going to have to tell me what the hell is going on. Since you want to be clean and you want to be forgiven, we need to have a damn conversation. What the hell is going on? What's going on? True story. So now they begin to spill some tea, some beans, some doo-doo about what they have been privy to, what they have been doing, all in the name of trying to help somebody. So you can't help everybody. If the man's wife and his daughters don't like him, you like him? You think that, oh, you know, what they're saying about him isn't true? It couldn't be true. They're just acting. He didn't really put his daughter out. He didn't really put this woman before his daughter. This woman didn't really disrespect. Oh, I can help her. I can save her. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. You don't know her well enough to save her. You don't know what you're dealing with. So now I'm sitting there minding my business. I'm doing what I do with the woo woo and the boo boo. And so I get an emergency DM from my boy John. What's going on, John? Auntie, I just got this, and I got to tell you what's going on. I've been asked to put this out on the streets. Put what out on the streets? I'm going to send it to you. I'm sitting on pins and needles. I'm ready to go. I'm fired up now. I'm like a damn bottle of Tabasco sauce. Don't shake me and put me on your chicken, okay? Because it might burn your ass. Next thing I know, he sends me police reports. Let me fix these pillows while y'all digest that. Next thing I know, I get police reports with Keisha Brown on it. Oh, for real? Oh, really? This is what we doing. And then I see the name of the individual that asked him to do it. Can you send this out? This auntie's information. This is her background police report. I need you to put this on your channel. Knowing that he has 48,000 followers. You want him to put that out there to the world. Everybody to see. Take screenshots of and send it out. Day after New Year's. Brand new year. And this is what you want John Yates to do. But John Yates being a man of integrity, and I don't care what nobody say about him. You may not agree with the stuff that he do, but he sure had integrity in this. And he sent it to me. And he said, Auntie, I can't put this out. And being a woman from the hood, a sister girl went from 0 to 1,000. Oh, these mofos trying to dox me. They find out that I know now that they're trying to dox me. And they put a post out there and says it's okay for people that background checks and police records is public records. Well, that may be true. But if you're distributing that information for malicious purposes, it's called doxing. And it is illegal. You didn't already put out there in a 50-word essay that you don't like me, that you think I'm a parasite, that I'm a Obama supporter. You don't know what the fuck I voted for. Why? I'm an Obama supporter. Why? Because my skin brown and his skin brown? And then you sit there and take a quote from him and call him a communist, but you want me to associate with a communist? And then your wife decides that she wants to send police reports of me with this criminal record all across the internet. You and your little online group thought it was cool. And here, 3 of my subscribers is in that mofo. And now they feel like they in jail and want to get the hell out because now it got too personal. But see, it wasn't too personal when it was happening to Tanya. It wasn't too personal when it was other people's stuff. But now here you got to sit here week after week because you like me, you love me, you done fell in love with me. I'm in love with you too. But now it's too much for you to handle. You can't swallow it anymore. Because now it's up close and personal and it's happening to somebody you love. But see, that same care and compassion has to be spread abroad to other people, other innocent people who are being affected by this book. So now I find out, I go back to my little sources. Okay, give it up. Give up the information, God damn it. This one got serious. Bitch, did you know? Were you complicit? Were you a conspirator in having me doxxed? Oh, hell no, Auntie. Oh, hell no. You was in the room. You knew about it. You didn't alert the authorities. You didn't do anything. Now you're coming to me and you're spilling the beans. Well, I'm going to tell you what. You wanted to work for me now. Now you got to work for me and you're going to work with me to expose this bull. Because I don't come out here maliciously to hurt anybody. I come out here for the grins and the giggles. I come out here to have fun. And I come out here to review one of my favorite shows on television, 90 Day Fiance. I've never seen anything like it before, and there probably won't be anything after it that will even compare to the foolishness and the fuckery we see on 90 Day Fiance week after week. We live for it. We say we ain't going back. We say we ain't going to look at it again. God damn it, we sitting right back there the next week, the next season, season after season. So anyway, now they got the, now they screenshot. They sending Auntie information. I see how long it's going on, who pulled the report, who did this, who did that. So I go to one of them and I said, you know what, hey, y'all got a leak in y'all group. Are you a member of such and such and such group? Yeah. So you in there while they trying to dox me? Well, no, I ain't in there. They ain't trying to do. So then they go back to the group. They tell the group, oh, we got a leak. So now everybody in the online chat group is pointing fingers at each other, trying to figure out who the leak. Who's the leak? So I send a Facebook message to another one. Are you in X, Y, and Z group? The group that is allegedly supposed to be doxing me? Are you in that group with Leida and Eric? No, I ain't. I'm in the group, but I ain't saying nothing. Well, you're conspiring. You're complicit. You're culpable. You up in that mofo. You're doing something. But I'm just trying to help her. She got psychological problems. Look, I'm about to have psychological problems because I'm about to go straight postal on somebody's ass if y'all don't tell me what the is going on. So then they go back to the group again. So the group moves. They changed their name. But you still got the leakers. Now you have 3 leakers in there. 3. So they changed the name of it to another group. Auntie's not allowed. No snakes allowed. That was the second name of the group. No snakes allowed. Okay, who's the snake? Because now they in the room and everybody pointing fingers because nobody can figure out who the leaks are or who the leak is. So I'm sitting there trying to drop them little clues, you know what I'm saying, to let them know who their leaks are. But of course, I ain't telling you who your leaks are, and the clues that I'm giving you is going to lead you to a brick wall. But I'm letting you know, bitch, it's happening. In the meantime, and in between time, another 2 influencers send me my background report. They send me my background report. Auntie, I've been asked to send this out. I ain't doing it. What you want me to do? Auntie, matter of fact, I'm going to send you some more screenshots. I'm going to show you everything going up in there. Thank you, boo. Appreciate you covering for me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you having my back. Then I get another influencer, Instagram influencer. Auntie, got to show you this. I ain't sending this out. I would never do that to you. So anyway, they going on and on, and now all of a sudden now it's leaks popping up all over the place. Screenshots, screenshots after screenshots of a police record for Keisha Brown. Except for Keisha Brown is my club name, you dumb bitch. You done took an innocent woman's information and gave it to influencers to dox me, but you doxing an innocent woman. When you're doing your research, be a little thorough. They was laughing and kikiing in that online group. They said Karma is a bitch. Leader told me to kiss her boo hole and some more stuff. Oh, they was laughing. They thought it was funny that they had gotten Auntie's information. Auntie's information is squeaky clean. I walk a straight line. I ain't never been to jail for nothing. Not even for stealing a crayon out of my elementary class. Matter of fact, it was pink. I've never been a criminal. Don't have a criminal mind. I get up every day and I work to support me and my family. I've never been to jail. And if I had, it's my past. They pulled up this innocent woman's information, thinking that it was me to dox her. And I'm so glad that all the influencers did not fall prey to it because they would have been responsible for destroying an innocent woman's life, for putting out her records for things that happened in her past 10 years ago. And the thing about it that was in the record, let me tell you how dumb they asses are. The woman was homeless, I think 10 years ago. And they thought it was so funny in the room on a chat group. They thought it was hilarious. Oh, Auntie was homeless. But Eric was homeless. And that wasn't funny when he said it. So you wanted compassion for him because he was homeless. But you thought it was funny that this woman, this innocent woman, was homeless. Anybody that has been with me for over a year knows that Keisha Brown is my club name. That was the name that I used in the club for the guy that I didn't want to date. I didn't want to give him my phone number. I didn't want him to follow me out the club. I didn't want to have a relationship with him. So I told him my name is Keisha Brown. And so when I started my Facebook page, under my club name. Always wanted to be Keisha Brown. Always wanted to be her. And so for a moment in time, I got to be her. People putting out false birthdays for me and some more stuff. All kinds of stuff. But I'm so glad that they did not, like I said, fall prey to the trap, because guess what? You got the wrong person, dumbass. When you're going out there doxing somebody, dox the right person. And thank God for all of those people who had my back. Do you hear me? They were like, Auntie, we, Then I started getting all kinds of leaks. I mean, leaks coming out the window. Leaks was coming out the door. Leaks was coming out the basement. Leaks was coming out the floor. I'm telling you, leaks were coming from everywhere. I told these mofos, at this point, you got a problem. Every time they changed the group name, I knew what the group name was and would put it on my Instagram page. Now, this is the new group name. It became a sport. I was having fun. It got to the point where I was sitting in the live chat with them and saying goodnight to them bitches. Goodnight. They didn't even know it was me. It pays. It pays to not make enemies among your peers. It pays to be kind to people. It pays to support people. It pays. It pays not to be malicious. It pays. And so when the tabloids and the blog spots and In Touch Weekly and SoDirt.com and Reality Blurb and Starcasm, when you're nice to people, they're nice back to you. And everybody was nice to your auntie. Because see, I don't make the news. I just report it. That's what I do. But I don't deserve, because your wife sat out here. Your wife sat out here and told your business. Now you mad at me? All I did was give her a platform to tell her story. Look, let me tell you something. When I interviewed Tasha, as you all heard on the interview, you can go back and play it. I did not pussy pop. I put it back. It's out there. I never took it down. Jan said that she reached out to me by email. Jan said that when Tasha came home at 5 o'clock, that she said, Tasha, Auntie finally got back in touch with me and agreed to talk to me. But yet Eric accuses me multiple times of reaching out to his family. No, bitch. When I interviewed Tasha, it was because she was in the room with Jan and inserted herself in the conversation. Happened right here live on air. I don't have a reason to lie or to hide. It happened flat out on air. Tasha DM'd me and said, Auntie, my mama want to talk to you. Got receipts. I didn't reach out to Tanya. She reached out to me. So I said, okay, I'll talk to her a minute. I'll let you go. Okay. She wanted a platform to tell her story because unfortunately, her story wasn't told the way she wanted it to be told. So she came on, she interviewed. Then stuff really started getting functified. She started getting leaks as well. That that they were conspiring allegedly to snatch her child from her, to call protective services on. See, these are people you think you know. You don't know these mofos, y'all. So I'm sitting out here doing a live call-in, and this was happening live on air. And Tanya was blowing my phone up. And I said on live, wait a minute, Tanya, I'm gonna let you call in. Wasn't planned, did not conspire against them, didn't have to. I don't have to do that. I'm not malicious. Whether you like me or you don't like me, whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me, whether I'm a big, fat, funky black bitch to you or I'm not, I don't have a reason to be malicious. That's not my MO. When I sat out here and did the reviews on Ashley's ass, I was Team Ashley. I thought Natalie was the scum of the earth. Till receipts start dropping magically out of the sky. Somebody wrote down in my comment section and said, well, she was the one that stole from the store and she put stuff in her daughter's stroller. How could you believe something that Ashley? I said, well, Ashley may not have, Natalie. How can you believe Natalie when she's a thief and she just stole out the store and she stole bubble gum? I said, unlike that time when Natalie was stealing, this time Natalie got receipts. She didn't have receipts when she was shoplifting, but she got them now. She got them now. And some of the receipts might be doctored. They may not be the truth. That's what me and John was out here talking about yesterday. If you didn't see that interview, go back and look at that interview. Some of her receipts may not be accurate, but damn it, she sure got them. Snapshots, pictures, and some other stuff. And so all I'm trying to do is get to the truth of the matter. Everything that I did as it related to to Eric's family was done out in the open, but yet I'm a parasite. Yet I'm a woman worthy of being doxxed. I'm a woman worthy of you calling the police. Getting police reports and trying to dox me. I'm that woman. When all your family wanted was their voices to be heard. And damn it, their voices was heard. And I've told them anytime they want to say something else, my platform is open. Because see, this is my platform. I haven't signed an NDA with anybody. I can say what the hell I want to say. And even with all the information that I do have, I'm very respectful of the network. Or at least I try to be. As John said yesterday, 5% of what he knows, he reveals. And I told him I probably reveal about 10%. Regardless of what I think about Sharp Entertainment and TOC and some of these cast members, I know what I can tell and what I can't. And what I can tell, I tell. But nobody deserves, even this woman, to be doxxed. That's not how you treat people. So Dirt reached out to me for a comment on that article that they did. So let me finish that article so I can open up the phone lines for y'all tonight. Eric Rosenbrook's knowledge of harassment implies his involvement. Eric Rosenbrook's knowledge of harassment implies his involvement. See, this woman's job got called. Not mine. This innocent woman's job got called. 90-Day Fiance Eric publicly condemned the harassment of Auntie's advice after the fact. But the screenshot, in his own words, appeared to reveal that Eric had a lot of information about the phone call to her employer. So much so that it seems he either made the call personally or knew who did it. First, he knew it was a phone call, not an email, a letter, or a drop by to complain. He knew it was a phone call. Secondly, he knew the nature of the complaint. Third, according to the Post, he was bragging that she deserved what happened. Eric and Leida reportedly also tried to ruin the reputation of Auntie's advice host by spreading an old police report claiming the person arrested for trespassing was the YouTube host. Turns out the person in the report was a homeless person, not even the host herself, and was about to be harassed out of the blue. For someone that complained about the hate rumors aimed at him by fans of 90-Day Fiance, it seems hypocritical if he's engaged in this negative behavior. 90-Day Fiance Auntie's advice responds to the harassment. So they reached out to me for a statement. We reached out to Auntie's advice for a statement on this 90-Day Fiance drama. She told us, in quotes, "I was horrified when I received information from my fellow Instagram influencers with the screenshot of the other woman's police report. I have been reviewing 90-Day Fiance for 2 years and I have never experienced this." Auntie added, "I am both grateful and appreciative of the love and support of my fellow 90-Day Fiance fans. I would also like to thank my fellow Instagram influencers for refusing to give this defamatory allegations a platform." End of quotes. 90-Day Fiance couple hires instigators to defame their critics. Even more outrageously, Eric Rosenbrook wrote in the chat group that he and 90-Day Fiance Leida have an internet operator. This person is reportedly tasked with infiltrating online groups to stir trouble. So the goal seems to be to take down anyone that talks negatively against them. Given how angry he was in his recent rant against TLC, it seems that Eric and his wife are aggressively going after anyone that has something negative to say about them, even when the comments are true. Auntie's advice is a trusted 90-Day Fiance source. Thank you, Soder. Tania Rosenbrook went on her show. His ex-wife revealed some of Eric's dirty secrets and bad behaviors. So it sure seems like something said on Auntie's show hit a nerve with Eric and Leida. So at the end of the day, the infiltrator just wasn't so smart. You see, you stirred the pot in the wrong person. I sat there one day and I came on to Nations of Recap. You all know I love going out on Nations of Recap. I love Jordan and Alex. Like, I love them. I think they just look, they so young. They hot though. They hot. They cute. Okay. Both of them cute. Okay. Because, okay. especially when Jordan be getting his little haircut and Alice be having on his jackets. Okay, looking all Miami Vice. Okay. But they too young for Auntie, you know what I'm saying? They too young for Auntie, but they cute. So if you're looking for somebody, go on over to the Nation Recap, okay? But I came on in chat, and and Jordan, he's he gets more emotional than Alice. Alice, he lay back in the chair like, hey, what's going on? You know, everything okay, Auntie? We love you, Auntie. And Jordan is like, what's up? I mean, they dogging out my Auntie. What's But it had gotten to the point where it just got outrageous this year. And then we know that this Sunday that our girl Natalie is going to be basically spilling the tea. And I will be there to pour it. I will be right there to pour that tea. It doesn't make a difference to me who it is. But I have made up my mind, I think, that next season, I ain't doing this. I ain't interviewing none of them mofos. Now, I know y'all be wanting the tea and all of that kind of stuff, and I may have to try to find me some other kind of colorful way to drop the tea. But as far as having these mofos on here, I don't know if I'm going to do that. Now, and it's not that I'm shell shocked. It's just that I don't need it. Because see, all of this stuff was happening to me right after New Year's. We in a brand new year, and I'm trying to protect the image and the reputation of an innocent woman who's paying a price because I have made a decision to do a YouTube channel. This is something that I love to do. It's a hobby. It's something that I love connecting with you all. We have become a family. And I'd be damned if I'm gonna let anybody in my family, including myself and some other innocent woman, be dragged down to the dirt and to the gutter because of something I decided to do as a hobby. At any day, I can decide that, this is not what I want to do. I can cut the camera off, shut the live chat down, and say, fuck it, I'm not gonna do this anymore. But I'm not going to let somebody who's angry because their ex-wife decided that she was going to stand up for herself, finally stand up for herself and say what she got to say. I'm not going to let you run me nowhere. I'm not going to let you do it. But it takes an army and it takes a village. And I'm appreciative of my village, whether we get along on the outside, whether we agree or whatever. We're a village, we're a community, and we ride or die up in this mofo. And you're not gonna come in here and talk and tear down and use me to spew lies or hatred or tear down another influencer, blogger, vlogger, or YouTuber. And this was our test. This was our test to see, can we stand up for each other? Are we ride or die? Are we ride or die? We ride or die. This was our test. So far, so good. So I'm gonna open up the phone lines. I wanted to clear that up. I want you all to, to be able to express yourself tonight. If there's something you would like to say, about any of the cast members, please feel free to do that. If there's already somebody on the line, y'all, please don't call in on the line. Let the caller finish. If there's somebody on the line that you think is slow, or you don't like what they're saying, or you don't agree, please disagree, and be peaceable about it. You don't have to be rude. You ain't got to defame nobody. You ain't got to tear nobody down. You don't have to be malicious. You don't have to say anything nasty. Like, damn, you don't have to do any of that. We are family out here. And if you trolling, troll your ass on somewhere else, because it won't be welcome here. I don't know if my moderators are out there or not. I'm hoping that they are. But I'm going to tell you right now that the disrespectful comments and stuff, it's not welcome on my channel. It's not welcome on my channel. It's not. And we could disagree. Damn it, but we can't be disrespectful. We're not gonna have that disrespectful stuff going on Auntie's channel. And I've had to block quite a few people this week and last week for disrespectful stuff. And now you mad and got an attitude, and all of a sudden now I'm a bitch. Well, I got that for you. I got that, but you're not going to disrespect nobody out in the chat. If you can't chat respectfully, chat somewhere else. Go. It's so many YouTube channels on that you could go out and be in a live chat and cuss and act as ignorant as you want to. This just ain't the one. So when the callers come in, I need you to see them as a friend of the channel and as a family member, because that's how we roll out here. That's how we do. That's how we going. So, having said that, there are people who call in and they're nervous when they talk. They talk. They hear their voice and they get a little nervous. It's okay, but don't be the person that's sitting out there criticizing, but you ain't the mofo that's calling in. You sitting out there talking about the people that call in, but your ass ain't calling in. You pick up the phone and call in and see how you feel when you connect with me. See if you're not a little, a little scared or a little nervous or can't get your thoughts together. So anyway, the number is the same. It's 240-826. Let me make sure, because you know why. I be getting the number all jacked up sometimes. So let me get the number, okay? Let me see what this number is. I don't even, let me see. How do I even get it? Okay, so I think y'all know the number. I'm surprised. I'm thinking, I guess my moderators is putting it out there in the chat. At least I hope that they are. I think it's 240-825-0026. Hey, calling you on with Auntie.
Yes, this is Mitch Cohen. I've been listening to you this whole season. I've been watching 90 Days since right in the beginning.
Okay.
And I just wanted to say how I felt about the new series. Basically, this group of people, I think, were the lowest character that I've ever seen on the show. And I'm really was disappointed.
Yes, Mitch.
And yep. I mean, I did the K1 visa process myself back in 2004.
Okay.
And I know there's a lot of people that aren't like that at all. I mean, my marriage was East meets West, and after a few years, it was a mess. But at least we were close in age, both, educated, very professional. But the people they are getting on the show, no class, no character, and I think it portrays a very, very unusual people. That's all I'm going to say.
Absolutely, Mitch. Absolutely. So, have you tried Love Again, Mitch? After everything went west.
Well, right now, I'm staying away. I don't believe. Let me say this about the K1 visa process.
Okay.
90 days is not enough time. Unless you lived in the foreign country for a year or two, you go over there, meet the person, and quite frankly, you're seeing all the tourist sites. When I was in China, I was seeing all this, the Great Wall, everything else. You're in amazement. You're on vacation, and you bring them back. If you were in your Washington, D.C. area, taking them to the monuments. I was in Florida, going to Disney. It was nothing but a vacation. You really don't even know the person at night. And that's the problem. Our country, 90 days is all you get, and 90 days is not enough time. So I don't believe the process is really a good process at all. That's where I feel.
Wow.
And I'm going to say another thing. Let me just say one other thing about Asian culture. I look at like Leida, and I look at Annie from Thailand, and I'm not saying in all cultures, but the Chinese culture, the Thai culture, Indonesian culture, from what I've read, tattoos are not an acceptable behavior on women. I'm not talking about in South America or even in the United States, but in these Asian countries, usually it's bar girls, prostitutes, low-class people. And quite frankly, Leida, who has her nose in the air, that she's so great, she got that big tattoo down her, which in Indonesia is not frowned upon, is not looked highly upon, but frowned upon. So I sometimes wonder where do they find these people in these Asian countries? I just don't understand that. And that's another thing. I know you can't judge a book by its cover, but I'm just saying statistically, if you talk to most Thai people, Indonesian people, Chinese people, they're unacceptable. They don't look upon that as anything. So I don't know where she
Really?
gets off saying how rich she is. I don't believe it, quite frankly.
Yeah, me either. Me either.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah, yeah.
No, not at
But
all.
yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
She doesn't act like a woman from a woman from money.
No, no.
Mm-mm.
They act on this episode, especially all of them act very low. I mean, very low. I lived in Pennsylvania before Florida, and I hear this, this Ashley and all the rest of them. They just, I've never seen people like this. I mean, really, really bad. Don't treat their friends right. Don't treat anybody right.
No.
Jonathan going with that little girl. I mean, it's just the whole. Why can't they just get normal people? There's enough stories to be told with normal people, or as normal as you can be doing in 90 days. There's enough funny things and fun things and interesting things that happen. I don't know why they went this way. I just don't understand it.
I don't either. So what you see from Larissa and all of them, and you think that the reason why we see the things that we see with her and Colty and Eric and Leida and Jonathan and Fernanda is because that 90-day period is just too short for them.
It is. Let me tell you, it is definitely too short because you think about it. Unless Colty was living over there in Brazil for a year or two with her,
Mm-hmm.
and they knew each other,
Mm-hmm.
90 days, you go over there to meet the person. What are you doing? You're going to go on tours. You're going to go see different things. You may meet the family, but you're going to experience the food. I went over to China. Everything was Chinese. The billboards had all Chinese. Everybody around me was Chinese.
Okay.
They called me wolf eyes because I had blue eyes. Unusual. I was a total minority in China, and it was exciting. It was really exciting. And then when I brought her back here, I started exciting the show, Disney World, and all the other stuff. And she had her daughter, so I brought her over too. That's her daughter, and and it was very interesting. And then things start breaking down after that. You get to know the person. Maybe you have a child, which we did. Then things start breaking down and you really don't know the other person. You never get a chance to really know them. You say, I do. It's not the person that you thought they were. And that's all it is. It's just a cultural difference and personal difference. And I just don't think the 90-day works.
Do you have any
That's what
advice
I
for
believe.
TLC?
I don't believe it works.
Mitch, you have any advice for TLC for next season?
I would like them to get some regular people that aren't so different in age, maybe some people that have some life experience that come over here, not like Jay or not like Stephen and Olga, little kids that got married for whatever reason. I think you get some professional people, get some educated people, or people with life experience that are closer in age, and you're still going to find enough entertaining facts and enough problems and enough different things to make the show interesting.
Absolutely.
And that's my belief. Just try it that way. Do it. Get some people that are normal people to compare to your listeners on this show. Normal people. That's what you want to get on there. Not these nasty, rotten people that are on here. The GoFundMe to me is a disgrace. There's homeless people. People need surgery. There's people who have kids that they can't afford an operation. That's what GoFundMe's for. Not for Ashley because she can't work, because she doesn't have whatever, or she claims she's sick, and not for bringing over. It really irks me. The GoFundMe really does.
Yes, it bothers me too. Well, Mitch, thank you so much for calling in, and I'm hoping that TLC.
And I listen to your show. Thank you.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too. So long now. And say hello to all the cousins out there. See you now.
All righty. Bye-bye. That's what I've been saying the whole time. Get some mofos that's out here that's real. You and not these actors. I really believe that a lot of these people are basically actors. I really do. Hi, calling you on with Auntie.
Hi, Auntie. How are you?
I'm doing great.
I just want to tell you I'm a new subscriber to your station.
Thank
This is
you.
actually the first time that I'm calling, so I'm so shocked that I got through. I was patiently waiting till the last caller said goodbye, press send, and I'm so happy I got you.
Well, thank you so much for joining the family. What you want to talk about, Connie?
Well, first I want to say God bless you. God bless you. You have the patience with Job, and me and my daughter watch you all the time,
Hey,
and she's
daughter.
like, "Oh, you sound just alike."
What's your daughter's
Let me
name?
tell
What's
you,
her name?
if Eric and Leida would have tried what they tried to you, to me, it would have been who untied the dogs up in here.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you are good. You are good. But God don't like ugly. And you don't have to do a thing. It's already going to be done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's handled.
Absolutely. But I also wanted to say, with the last caller just touched upon, I don't believe Lita has any money because people, if she had money, then his money would not be an issue. She could bring it over here and live the life of Raleigh if she had it like that.
Exactly. Absolutely.
hmm And you had me laughing a couple of weeks ago when you said her family put on the first thing smoking. They couldn't wait to get up out of here and leave her behind as long as they knew she had a place to stay. They're like, okay, we're out and jetted.
And that's exactly what we saw.
hmm
That's
hmm
exactly what we saw.
But I feel so bad that I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to even go through that. All you're trying to do is just, like you said, entertainment and to get caught up in all this nonsense. And I agree with everybody that said this year has been the worst. I've been watching 90 Day Fiancé since the beginning. And all of this nonsense does make it where you don't even want to turn in because it's foolishness. You have Steven and Olga. He's got anger issues. I'm like, who you think you're talking to, little boy?
Okay.
And you have Colt and Larissa. And not for nothing, is Colt a woman? I mean, if he started off as one in transition, then that's fine. But there's just something a little suspect about Colt. It's either that or he be looking kind of crazy, like he could possibly be a psychopath or a serial killer just waiting to just pounce.
Well, like I said yesterday, I only tell 10% of what I know.
Okay. 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 I'm like, because he's very pretty. Let me just say that. He is very pretty.
Well, thank you so much for calling. And what's your daughter's name? Let me shout your daughter out.
Her name is Autumn, and my screen name is Autumn's mom. And I'll leave a comment one day.
I love you, Autumn. Thank you so much for watching the show with your mom.
All right. You have a blessed night.
You do the
Thank you.
same. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Oh, they is calling in. Okay. Okay. Hi, calling you on with Auntie. Hi, calling you on with Auntie. Okay, so hi, caller. Okay, I'll just call back in. Okay, call back in, sweet pie. Okay, so what's going on? Okay. Hi, calling you on with Auntie. Okay, let's see what's going on with this. Hi, calling you on with Auntie.
Hello?
Yes, you're on.
Oh, hi, Auntie. Wait, hold on. Let me turn this on mute. Okay, so I don't know if you got my text or not, but I've just really been burning to say this. This is Sister Soldier, by the way.
This is who?
Sister Soldier.
Hey, Sister Soldier, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
But yeah, I've been itching to say that, like, during the tell-all,
it seems that like when what's her name, Robin said, oh, this is not what we want. But I'm just rolling my eyes at the TV like, of course that's what they want. They want more drama so that they can get more ratings. So I think that's what they're doing on social media is they're just telling them to keep posting and keep spilling tea and everything so that they can have ratings.
So
And that's all I wanted to say.
okay, so you think that it's all scripted? That the Instagram releases
Not
and
all of
everything
it,
is
but according to some of the stuff that Larissa said, they do tell them to say certain things.
well, we knew that
So
from
maybe it's
Ashley
like
and
half scripted.
oh, we knew that from Jesse and Ashley and all the people that I interviewed in the past that they tell them what to say. We definitely already knew
Yeah.
that. So Larissa wasn't saying nothing. We need Larissa to spill some major tea. But thank you so much for calling and saying that, sweetie. Love you.
Thank you. Love you, Auntie.
Okay, boo.
Bye.
Bye bye. Hi, calling your old Auntie.
Hey, Auntie.
Hey.
I cannot believe I'm talking to Auntie.
Yes, you are. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Zakia,
Hi,
and I
Zakia.
found you probably about a month and a half ago, and I have been laughing and crying on these videos.
Well, good. Thank you so much for joining the family, sweetie.
Oh, yes, I'm so happy I found you. And this is the first season I watched 90 Day Fiance. And let me tell these people are crazy. Crazy.
We live for
I've
it,
never
boo.
seen anything like it.
We live for it.
Yes, now I watched the whole season through and I said, whenever a show makes me want to be violent with them, I know things ain't got too juicy.
Yes. Don't they make you want to kirk out? They make you want to kirk out.
Yes, and the one who want me to hurt her is Leida.
Okay.
Leida done went. She is too much, and when I heard today what they did to you, I just want to call it and say, so sorry about that even happening to you, and so sorry to Keisha Brown. Bless Keisha Brown.
Yes. Yes. But none of her stuff got leaked,
Yep.
so we good.
Well, okay, good for Miss Brown. But I just wanted to let you know that I've enjoyed you this season. I've enjoyed all the nieces and nephews. I've enjoyed getting down in the comments. And we're going to find out if Coty, what's going on with Coty and this bra. We're going to find out.
Okay.
Bye, Auntie. I just want to let you know I love you. And have a good night, nieces and nephews.
Love you too. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye bye. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got that 90-20 thing going on. Let me call this person because they have been just calling. Let me call them back. See if I can get them on.
Sorry, the number you called.
Okay. So they okay. All right. The phone lines are now open again, 240-826-0025. Again, that number is okay. Let's see what's going on. I can't tell what's going on here because they call and then they hang up. So you got to call and you got to hang on that line because I'm coming to you. Eventually I'm gonna get to you. But yeah, I really would like for TLC to bring people out who are honest. I think that it will still generate an interest from us, and we don't need all the actors and all the drama and stuff like that. Because one thing about us is, we are able to see through all of that stuff. We just want real entertainment, real TV. Hi, calling you all of Auntie.
Okay, there you are. Can you hear me, hon?
Yes, sweetie.
Okay, good. I think I'm probably the one who's been calling and hanging up. For whatever reason, the phone is messing up here. Miss Auntie, this is Lucy Najar from
Well,
California.
hello, sweetie. How are you?
I'm fine, Miss Auntie, and I want to apologize for typing into you all the time on message at 4 o'clock in the morning, California time.
It's fine,
I
sweetie.
just
It's
typed
fine.
and telling you, so sorry. Don't block me, please.
I'm not gonna block you, Lucy.
But, oh, excuse me. Wind is here. I multitask when I listen to you. I'm cooking dinner and stuff like that.
Okay.
Anyway, hon, here's the deal. I was once upon a time married to a man from Lebanon. God bless his soul, and may the Lord had taken him to heaven because it was a doozy of a marriage. When we see these shows, we get wrapped up, and it's a learning tool because my son is here with me, and he learns a lot from this stuff. And I tell him the do's and don'ts of this and that because, hey, it is what it is.
Okay.
But my heart goes out to these people who come from foreign countries. Like that gentleman caller, he's right. The thing that happens is that these people come, they're blinded, they're ignorant to our world, they're ignorant to our life, they're ignorant to our culture.
Mm-hmm.
They are even ignorant to our food because he married to a person that was of Muslim faith. And I've met a lot of people around the world. And all these people come that way. And what happens is that they put these people in the house and you can't go nowhere. You can't work, you can't do anything. And they become so dependent on you. I've seen this with my sister-in-laws I even chose one of my sister-in-laws for my brother-in-law.
Okay.
And they come in and they're scared. One, they're homesick as all hell. Yes, they're going to have anxiety and depression because they're homesick. Everything is foreign to them. It's a big world. Just to have running water, it's a wow. And so they put them in the house and then they go off and they do their life and they're sitting at home like a little bird in a cage. And they don't know what to do and they cannot speak and they cannot do. So what happens is the drama starts, like little Fernanda. I want you here. I want you here. And I get it. And plus she was young. Larissa, the same thing. So everybody, when they come here, they're very scared. And they don't know what their outcome is going to be. And the threat of every time you say boo to me, I'm going to ship you back to your country. That's a no-no. So I hope I made my point. I'm a little nervous here.
No, it's fine, sweetie. You doing just fine. You doing just fine.
I really do hope I made my point because I can tell you stories that will curl your hair more than you got now. From the I see.
You see my curly hair. It's gonna be in braids this weekend, okay? But okay, well, I don't really know curlier than it is, okay?
I have seen so much domestic abuse that happens. I have seen people get sent back to their country and get abused because of the stuff that they did here that was according to our laws. And it's a trip.
So what would you,
and
Lucy, what would you tell TLC?
That's what I hope that TLC will do a proper screening. They have to have an age limit. These kids coming back and forth who don't know boo is a no-no. They've got to give them a little bit more. In Spanish, we call it consejos. It's called the caring, loving. Do you get what I'm saying? Are you feeling me here?
No. No. What would you want?
There's got to be some better rules here.
Okay.
We can't be watching. We're not watching Romper Room. Okay, we're not watching Romper Room for all you old school people.
Okay.
We want to watch a story where they're going to come in and yeah, they're going to have a little drama because they got to get to know each other. I get it, but this thing of bringing kids and going and coming, and I kind of wonder where the hell they get all this money from. You know, and I'll tell you, if I gave money to every GoFundMe page, I'd be on welfare.
Okay.
So I don't know. Hope I made my point. And just that this is a very, very big thing. And I could tell stories, and I'll be here all night. But you have other callers, my love,
I
dear,
love
my
you,
sweetheart, and we
Lucy.
love. I'm so new to your page, but let me tell you, I just fell in love with you the first time I laid eyes on you.
Oh, thank you, Lucy.
You have a very good heart. God gave you
Oh,
a good heart, and He gave you a very good soul. I can see it when I see you. I can see it. And God bless you. God
thank
take care
you.
of you. God guide you
Thank you
from my
so
heart.
much. I love you.
I love you too, honey. Under one
Okay.
sky, under one God, we are all sisters together.
I know
And
that's right.
hello to every.
That's right. Take it.
Repeat, please.
Huh?
Yeah. And hello to all the little cousins. I see everybody replying to me, so I got to go back and see what that is. And by the way, I'm also the one who watches you on the rewind at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, you do.
Anyway, girls, thank you. I'm gonna hang up. God bless you, and hello to everybody.
I love you.
Thank you, hon. Thank you for taking
Okay.
my call. I appreciate
No
it.
problem. So anyway, but I would like for TOC to just really, like I said, really bring real people and stop all the shenanigans. Like we don't need them. The show is successful enough. It's rated in the top 10. And there's no way in the world that you're going to tell me that some of the viewership has not gone down. Because there's been a lot of people who've been faithfully out here with me for the last 2.5 years almost, and a lot of them now are pulling away from the show. TLC, just give it to us real raw and ready because we can handle it. I mean, and absolutely tighten up on your NDA, because these people are saying and doing everything. Now I don't know if this is part of the plot or part of the design, of what you want to start happening. But and maybe this was something that you wanted to spin, something new you wanted to spin. We haven't gone through this in the past couple of years, but this year we did, and we didn't like it. I know I didn't. It has caused me to look at my Instagram, my Facebook, and everything. It's caused me to reevaluate everything, as just a viewer of the show. It has also let me see the good and the bad of some of the viewers who watch it. Fans shutting stuff down and starting petitions and doing all kinds of stuff. Like, this is just, it's unprecedented. It's never happened before. And if it's going to, I'm hoping that it gets better in 2019, and that when we start reviewing this thing, come this spring, that it gets better because we deserve better. We are the best fans out here. Um, and we like the old TLC. We would like to see you all go back to that, where it's just fun, where people enjoy reviewing it, where we don't feel like it's a job and a task. Where people don't feel like they just want to beat somebody ass across, you know what I'm saying, through the screen. And I'm a big girl, and I'm fit for the job. But even the girl that's fit for the job get tired of the shenanigans sometimes, and I really do. Thank you all so much for being out here tonight. I will be coming out live on Sunday after Natalie does her interview on Instagram. If you are not on Instagram, I will be trying to come out here live. Now I ain't gonna promise y'all, okay? But I am going to try to come out live so that you can see it live. I know that a lot of you all are not Instagram are not on Instagram. And I really think it's imperative that you get the opportunity to see. So I'm going to be checking with Natalie. So right now I'm just talking, but I'm going to be checking with Natalie to see if I can go live here on YouTube and screen and show you all Natalie live. I thought that it was going to be on the network, but I'm being told that it's now going to be a live Instagram show. And so I do want you all to get the opportunity to see it, because immediately afterwards, we're going to be talking and really going into this. This is, Natalie, that everybody is, she can't be faking like she's sick, and then Natalie's, Natalie's this, and Natalie's a liar, and Natalie's a thief, and Ashley's, one way or the other, we're going to get the other side of the information. And I tell you one thing about a coin is you can't spend a coin that doesn't have both a head and a tail. And so either way you look at it, we're going to get the other side of the coin, whether it's the head or the tail to you. I just can't wait for this to be over with. And then after that, I'll be having a live discussion with John Yates, as a result of whatever comes out of Natalie's mouth. We will be talking about that again, hopefully. John, I'm looking for you now. I asked you to do a wager. You weren't willing to do no damn wager, but like I'm ready to put 5 on it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm ready to put 5 on it. So I thank you all so much for being here tonight. And I thank you all so much for sticking with your auntie, for this crazy train ride we've been on. At least it didn't just completely rack, but we damn sure came close to it. Thank you all so much. Have a great weekend. And I will see you all on Sunday after Natalie's live at 8 o'clock. Mwah. Thank you, moderators, and thank you for anybody who super chatted. Thank you.